Hey guys, I'm here. Welcome back for episode 15 of season 3 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Let's go ahead and hop in. If you want to see the full reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you're a member of the channel, get you access as well. It is a watch-along format, so you will need your own footage to sync up the time codes for actually the entire episode. Over there, you get the same thing for all the other shows and movies that we cover on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote on movies to react to each month. It's just a great way to help support the channel, help us to do the things that we do over here. But at the end of the day, I really appreciate if you enjoy this reaction. Please, if you like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Huge shout out to the team over at Prepper for helping me edit down these highlights for you guys here on YouTube. With that all said out of the way, let's go ahead and hop into episode 15, Spacetime. Here we go.
Hey, look, I can't have you sleeping back here anymore. It's not good for business.
I could help out if you want. Sweep up or anything else you need.
I just need you to clear out. Grab yourself some breakfast on the way.
I don't want any trouble.
You seem like a nice guy. I just need to keep the customers I got. Now take it.
Oh!
We're running out of time, Daisy. This is where I die.
What the fuck was that?
I'm having a hard time understanding you.
What do you mean? There's someone coming here to kill me. Hydra!
Sir, we're sending 2 cars to your location.
What the hell?
Who was the caller?
Man identified himself as Edwin Abbott. Owns a local grocery store in Diker Heights. Just a guy.
You don't know him?
Never seen him, never heard of him.
And it all started from making contact with that dude. But he was freaking out too. Like, the guy was offering him money and he thought, I don't know what he thought, but he thought there was some kind of threat happening there. Huh.
I already told you. I'm not crazy. This is happening. There she is.
Oh, he even can recognize her.
How did you know my name, Edwin, when you called 911?
As I heard you say it just now.
Oh, what do you...
Oh, wait, what?
You saw what?
This moment. Talking to you, the cops, all of it.
I'm sorry, I'm not following.
Charles, the crazy homeless guy who lives in the alley. He...
I'm gonna go check that out.
You gotta get me out of here before they come and kill me.
We will protect you.
So he showed him... Oh, what the hell? There it is. So he got a glimpse of the future, but by seeing that glimpse, it just happened, obviously creating a causal loop, all instigated by touching that dude in the alley.
Save me, please.
Don't worry. I'll get you out of this. Just lay low for a second.
This is where I die.
No!
Wow. Oh! The claw. Oh, now she's getting a vision. Well, yeah, this looks all lovely.
I was hoping you could help.
Wow.
Hey, you all right?
Well, there's a lot of information to take in. I'm not exactly sure who Daisy was fighting there. Was that S.H.I.E.L.D. turning on her? Was that Coulson pointing a gun at her? Lincoln was all bloodied up and messed up from something? What in the world? But it will happen. All right, we ready to enter the Matrix? Dude, he came turning around that corner like that, and I couldn't help but like the gamer CEO guy from Grandma's Boy for whatever reason. I'm Grant Ward.
The thank you is overdue for bringing me back.
I didn't exactly move heaven and earth, but I did move a lot of earth money.
I'd like to know why.
My ancestors were taught to believe that if we managed to return you from that godforsaken place, that we would be rewarded.
With what?
Yeah, what do you want?
We are supposed to take over the world.
Oh my God, shut the
What
fuck
does
up.
it look like to you? You have $9.2 billion. The influence that comes with any object of your desire can be yours.
He makes a very good point.
What can I give you that you couldn't have before?
Look, I've dedicated my life, surrendered my life to a higher power.
And that's the word.
Power.
Power. Not wealth or control or clout. No, true power. How does that sound?
I mean, how is this any different than what he's already got? Oh.
I'll finally show you what true power really feels like.
Talk to me.
You're sure it was the future?
My whole face was
Damn.
And Coulson shoots you.
The only way for him to truly have that kind of power that he's talking about is to be anything other than human, which clearly he's not at this point.
Is this even possible?
Technically,
It's fourth dimensional
That guy
perspective.
Edwin.
Okay, got it. So we all agree it's possible. Now what?
Engineer the visions, figure out where this went down and get there ahead of it.
Save that poor man.
You can't.
Yep.
If you saw the future, then that's the future.
And we know what this homeless man Charles looks like.
We're running a search.
If Daisy can remember details about the location and we get there in time,
Guys,
we
there
can...
is no time.
It's mathematics. He's talking about space-time.
How can I explain this? Right.
No, I get it.
3D, yeah? We wouldn't be able to conceive of 3 dimensions, of a cube or anything that's not 2-dimensional. We flat paper people would perceive this 3-dimensional cube as many separate 2-dimensional moments, as time passing, point on the line, traveling through space and time.
But in fact, the cube, the line, is fixed.
Yeah, it's just sitting there. There's no future, there's no past, it just
Is.
and nothing you can do will change that.
I don't know if Fitz is right or if I even understand what he's saying really, but Hydra had this guy.
I mean, when do
We
you
gotta
ever
try to stop
really?
them.
It just depends on how, well, I mean, we know time travel works a little wonky in the MCU altogether, so who knows?
The one thing we know for certain is that Daisy was at the center of these visions, whereas May doesn't appear in any of them.
Look, I get the logic, but I can handle this myself.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was meant to save him.
If you want to try to stop this man from dying, this is how we're doing it. Understood?
And by being resistant, you are feeding in and fulfilling your own prophecy. This is like Anakin trying to save Padme.
I won't pick up a gun until this is finished, and Fitzsimmons will stay out of the damn snow.
I mean, it just depends on how they play it. You know, it just depends on who's writing the rules.
Like in Terminator, John Connor's alive and able to send his friend back in time to save his mom to make sure he's born. Doesn't that mean he doesn't have to?
I never saw the original Terminator.
You're off the team.
Fair enough. But he said that. Which one has he seen? Because that implies he has seen a Terminator film. But this question they just posed has been addressed in the new Terminator series, Terminator Zero. So check that out. I reacted to it.
Our powers were designed not to be random, but to fill a need, a gap that's missing. So Raina...
Everything she said came true.
Yes, Daisy will be able to help this guy, Charles, whoever he is.
Change the outcome?
I mean, she didn't change the outcome. Everything Raina said still happened. There was no alteration of that. So without Raina, so he's feasibly taken over her role.
You should worry about yourself.
Because Daisy saw me shoot her?
Because I'd kill you if you did.
There's a red metal staircase nearby. It's a rooftop, 20 stories at least.
Couldn't they, well, I don't know if it still works, but couldn't they shove her in that, the memory thing? They really wanted to get to the bottom of this. I love Matrix Ward, man.
Retask the S.H.I.E.L.D. servers to search for keywords we're feeding in.
Not all the servers.
All of them.
Daisy.
May, if I'm not allowed to go on the mission myself, then I'm sure as hell gonna do everything I can from here.
Not all of them.
Oh, right. Andrew.
She and I have built a similar algorithm to find Dr. Garner, and a number of the servers are running it. We're both understandably desperate to find him.
No worries, I'll leave those servers alone.
Every move we make changes the future. The real feat would be changing the past.
It's you.
Oh, you touched him, didn't you?
It was a
Sunday. We had just gotten home from the farmer's market and it started to pour.
And just like with Raina, the moment it became knowledge, it became something that was going to happen.
I took his hand and we saw flashes.
He sees it too.
We saw my mother in a hospital bed, code blue. He and that person would both see someone's death.
A death.
Is it always specifically someone's death? There's an X-Files episode like that with Peter Boyle, top 10 episode right there. Similar concept too.
Carved a little bird. I think it was a robin.
That's our daughter's name.
No.
Charles left in the night and he didn't take anything but a jacket. He left because he would never be able to hold his little girl again.
That's so heartbreaking.
At least not without her crying and screaming and seeing death.
And this is happening.
Your company's been working on an exoskeletal limb assist prototype for the Defense Department.
Oh no.
I'd like to buy it.
Buy one of our leading pet.
No, the company.
Can you repeat yourself? I must be losing it, but I thought I just heard you.
I'd like you to sign your company over to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though I respect the brass it took to make that pitch, I'm really not into people wasting my time.
This would be in your best interest.
Who the hell is this?
This man has my full authority to negotiate this deal.
Negotiate? There is not a chance in hell that I'm going to sell you a single share of this company, let alone controlling interest.
Now, what do we mean by negotiate?
Let me show you what will happen.
I'm sorry.
I mean, we know that will happen. Good God, this is getting more graphic by the episode. Holy shit.
I'll give you what you want.
But here's the thing, that will still happen, no matter what happens. So he's gonna sign it, and then they're all gonna die anyway.
Leave us alone, okay?
You're confused. I said I would show you what will happen.
Yeah, see, there it is. Goodbye. Oh my God. This is so wild. Oh my Lord.
Our men are taking control of the building as we speak.
Oh, look at the dude, he's just huddled in the corner over there.
This is what we went to all this trouble for. What do you want with this?
I want you to put it on, whether you'll admit it or not, Gideon. The one thing you crave and have never felt is true power. The kind that I, Guerra, even Charles there possesses.
See, that's what I was talking about. So this is his way of leveling him up, I guess. So if he can't be inhuman, they'll just enhance him however we actually can in this universe.
I know I can do it.
And you think I can't?
I have an advantage.
I can't cause earthquakes, but I'm faster than you.
Foresight. I know what's coming.
Then get off your ass and show me.
I know Kung Fu. Show me.
Yeah, I only get to Charles a few seconds late.
So, let's lay out the room as best we can. There'll be the guards, and you show me how to...
But no matter how well she learns it, something's going to slow her down or get in the way. And maybe I'm just being really cynical. Maybe they can beat this.
Team watching the house, and buy the little girl something nice.
Sir.
What the fuck was that?
Fitz, you're supposed to... what's your name again, man?
Doug.
Doug, you're supposed to come in on the heels of... All right, reset. Ready whenever you are, May.
Please, no!
Hey! Simmons. Fall down. Sorry.
You're not helping.
Telling me that is your best sidekick?
I was trying to miss her face.
It'd be so much easier
If I had your powers.
Well, it wouldn't hurt.
God. That was glass. Try something not glass. There you go. There you go. That was a lousy first test.
It does feel good.
Yes.
Suit.
But crushing
Power.
objects with your hand.
Feels good. Spider-Man 3.
If you want to feel true power, crush him.
Oh,
No. Iain, please don't.
Don't do this. I'll give you anything. I did. I'm too young to die. God, hold on.
I know you've had people killed. You've even considered shooting someone.
Oh, has he never done it himself?
But to drain a man's life with your own hand, feel the life go out inside him. As Mr. Coulson did with me. I'd look in his eyes, a feeling so powerful it scared him enough to leave that hand behind. Well, you don't fear anything, do you?
You done fucked up, dude. Oh my lord.
I refuse to believe anything is completely inevitable.
We'll see.
Thanos.
Lincoln.
This reminds me, even though it's not in real time, Edge of Tomorrow. Trying to perfect your speed runs. Check out my reaction to that movie.
Hydro will be listening.
And know we're coming if they really have a fortune teller on hand.
And if you see Charles, do not go up to the roof, even if you...
What does that mean?
What the hell?
He just walked in, sir. Surrendered himself.
Lash is taking over. I'm about to turn for the last time, mate.
And I wanted to do it here.
Well, at least this day can't get any weirder.
I mean, I wouldn't say that, cause...
You heard him. Andrew's going away for good. You have to...
That man is a killer. I have no loyalty to him.
And now Daisy's gonna have to go, therefore making the vision happen. Ah, it's starting.
Everyone else stays back to make sure we're still altering the end. You, Lincoln, no one leaves HQ. Coulson, I can do this. I am meant to save this man. I can feel it.
If it goes south, get out. Don't try to be a hero. And for God's sake, Skye, come home.
It's Daisy, sir.
Damn it. Daisy, right.
Come on, Phil. How long has it been now? I think he got triggered a little bit out of his concern and fear that took him back to when he first met her. That's what I'm thinking.
Only on Inhumans who haven't changed yet. But since you're still transitioning...
So it's a Hail Mary.
Oh, they're gonna try their cure.
If you're gonna say something, say it, because I'm not gonna stay long.
I'm not here to repair.
I know becoming Inhuman changed me.
And you needed a PhD to figure that out.
I want this monster in S.H.I.E.L.D's hands because despite knowing my actions were wrong, I still feel that I was doing it all for an important reason.
What if he exists to combat whatever the fuck Ward is right now? To stave off his hive, to balance out this legion he's building?
Maybe Daisy and Charles were brought together for a reason.
Also, could be you all are crazy and this is pointless and nothing we see here will make any sense.
Phil's fucking face right there. Oh God, and this is gonna cause them to leave the base. Because that's intel they didn't have when they were doing the Vision Quest training. Yeah, now they're all gonna go. Despite all of their preparations. Oh my God.
Every terrible thing that has happened to you could have been avoided if you'd never met me.
Wow.
I wouldn't change a thing.
I would.
You're still the center of the best moments of my life. Whether this vaccine works or not, right now, with you here, is exactly where I'm supposed to be.
Oh. All right. Nice. Alarm guy? And... alarm still went off.
One way mirror.
Oh, wow. And here he is. Ooh, and he wasn't shooting at her. He was shooting at the mirror, but it looked like he was shooting at her.
Hydra's already taking Charles there now. Get moving.
Wait, what are you gonna do?
Find Grant Ward. Yeah,
They got weirder.
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
And we?
We don't go any closer. We stay here.
And this is where the snow is going to fall. It wasn't snow. It wasn't snow. Was it ash or his sand?
Lincoln, work your way up. We'll take the elevator, work down. Let's go.
Oh no.
Daisy's so confident in her ability as an Inhuman, she believes she can change the future.
That's funny. We're trying to do the same.
Uh-oh. That'd suck if it doesn't work. All right, we saw this. Oh! Wow. Oh! Sorry. Damn.
He's right. You never really feel it until you take someone else's away from them.
Where are they?
I just had an awful thought. What if the death Daisy saw was her own?
Everybody that touched,
Stop. Do not pursue. Lincoln, where are you? I have eyes on.
didn't have a good ending.
Do not engage.
There he is.
Do not engage.
Covered in blood.
Lincoln, we don't know what we're dealing with here. Pull out.
I don't think he even had an option. He just passed out. Come on. No. Ah. Damn. That sucks. Maybe if he serves his purpose, maybe Lash will let him go. Oh. Oh, I wonder what he saw. We're not gonna get that reveal here, are we, though? We're not gonna get to see. And then there's this shot of him.
I was sure I could save you, but you were meant to save me.
I finally made a difference.
Wow. There it is.
I think we're supposed to hold hands now.
Oh, that was cute.
Maybe some things are inevitable.
No, you know, 'cause them.
I made this for my daughter. I couldn't bear to leave them, but I had to protect Robin from this.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
Afraid that she could grow up to be like me.
Yeah, there is that.
You will always need protection. I was hoping you could help.
Aww.
Yes, I'll protect her. I promise. Always.
Oh no. Oh, it's the opening. The cross, the blood, the case, the shield thing. And again, we're not seeing whose body that was. Fuck. But she saw it. That means she's in there, right? Damn it.
I want you to go there.
Is that where they manufacture the exoskeleton hardware?
That's not the technology we are interested in.
What technology are you interested in?
Yes, sir.
I shouldn't have to remind you that you work for me. You're the head of my security and you should be by my side at all times, protecting me.
No, about that.
Is he all right?
He's fine, though he sounded a little strange, afraid.
Probably because of whatever the fuck he just saw. What an interesting episode, man. I do want to go back and I want to check again Daisy's vision. We saw that. Saw that. Saw that. All of that.
I was hoping you could help.
I was hoping you could help. That's what I wasn't sure about, the little line from him. But it wasn't about saving anybody or whatever. It was about his daughter. But yeah, he saw something and it's got him freaking out. He's like, you're my security guy. You need to be by me 24/7. That's what I'm paying you for. But he doesn't realize that he's not in control of any of this anymore. As much as he's trying to get power, he's completely lost it all to this entity. I don't know. The whole thing with whatever he's building and cultivating here, now he's after something else that this same company was building, not this whole, exoskeleton suit thing, but something else he's actually after. He's gathering Inhumans. He's infecting them with pretty much himself. And Lash fulfills this purpose of hunting down Inhumans in a point in time where Inhumans are just being born left and right without any kind of thought or control. So he's kind of built in a way, I would assume, to keep their species in check without throwing itself out of balance. And he's got this internal instinctual urge that what he's doing is for a greater good. Whether he agrees with it or not, that's what he feels. I think he's going to end up being pivotal towards stopping Ward at this point. That's my prediction right now. But it sucks all at the same time because I was really hoping, they all were as well, that this experiment, Creel's blood, preventing the transition, the change from human to inhuman, the process had already begun. He had crystallized. It hadn't completed, so they didn't know. They didn't know if it was going to work. And it seems like, it didn't. He changed in the end. But I'm going to hold out hope that maybe once they finish this whole thing with Ward and this Inhuman of Death and his legions, maybe that primal directive Lash has will dissipate and maybe Andrew will be able to return, at least, maybe not in physical form to the way he used to be, but maybe his mind will be at ease. That's my hope. It may be a little naive, a little optimistic, but that's what I would like to see. Or by the end of it all, they're just all going to go down. But I like that they tie this into Raina, this guy's gift, who is very Clyde Bruckman's Final Repose from the X-Files. Again, I'm sorry, I have to bring it up when it comes up. Almost exactly the same gift that character had in that, except there was no physical contact needed, but he could see anyone's death, get details of it, lead-ups, all kinds of different things. Like this, once those visions came into being, they did become locked. They became fixed. Some of these things did play out, and I like that idea, and Fitz's even description of time, and of precognition like this, and glimpsing the future. We see it in a lot of different storylines and stuff like that, and in this persistence and this denial of fate, our resistance to that, and then because of that, we end up creating the circumstance ourselves. There's a lot of great time travel stories that really kind of delve into the same thing as well. I don't want to say just in case, because there are some that are really good. There's one in particular that I'm thinking of that I have reacted to. I didn't know it was time travel related when I started it, and it made the journey way more fun. So I don't want to ruin it for anybody else who's going to go into it. But side tangent, since I'm telling you nothing, and there's not even a recommendation at the end of it because I can't tell you what it is. If you see my reactions, you could probably pick it out. But anyway, side tangent. Logical fallacies and laws surrounding time travel and these things. I like the way they explained it, and I like the way that everything played out. And even the way it kind of teed up the reveal that Ward is around. Coulson's face alone, priceless. And just for a little split second. And that one split second threw the entire wrench in their entire plan out the window. Like they were doing this Edge of Tomorrow, reset, rewind, perfect this outcome, this strategy to get our time down, to make sure we're doing this as quickly and as accurately as possible to try to change things. But that's the thing. We're missing details. We can't. It's just it's so well done. It was so good. The way they kind of parsed out this story, and all these little things would just kind of throw this little wrench into it. As much as they try to control it, it just slips through your fingers. I loved the depiction here. And like Gideon was saying at the end too, when he got a taste of this power, and his hubris was taking control. That's very much so, hell, like in the last episode, Daisy thinks, you know, now that she's got to control this power, she's embracing this side of herself and all this kind of stuff. She's being very reckless. When you get a feel for this power and you realize the strength that you're carrying around, if you're not humble with it or respect that power, you could find yourself into positions where you underestimate a situation. You get in too deep because you think you handle more. You think you're invincible. You think just because you're more human than other humans, you have a leg up or you can't be caught unawares. And it's just not true. And every step of the way, like, she had to be saved here. You know, she got Fitz in trouble in the last episode. You know, it's just like she's been very, I love that she's accepting this side of herself. I love that she's proud of who she is. Like, there's a lot of sides of this that are fantastic. I love what's happening with her. However, she is a little drunk on her power. They did a really good job in the last episode paralleling her characterization, her journey with that of Mack's brother as well as Lincoln in the last episode, as like a little comparative kind of forked road kind of situation. And then here they had her in a similar path and trajectory thematically with Gideon of all people. And since his daughter was introduced, we haven't cut back to her at all. Not yet. So I'm wondering if she's going to carry on after whatever fucking ending he saw for himself here. And she'll carry on the family business after that. Or will she come in the back half of this and have a little bit more weight to throw around? I like the whole stuff, like everything that they got with like Simmons and Fitz in this, especially by the end, is like, I guess, you know, some things are inevitable. It's like, I guess we should hold hands now. That was cute. That was fun. I love that. It was like, hey, with everything going on, it was like, I guess we should hold hands. It gave me like Mortal Kombat vibes, like the original movie. It was like, this is the part where you fall down. I guess this is the part where we hold hands. And then, you know, the inevitability of Fitzsimmons being a thing, you know, no matter what gets thrown their way, they are still always by each other's side. And I swear to God, if something fucks this up down the road, I will scream. Yeah, I don't know. I liked the way they really handled this episode and dabbled with this, like, I don't know, this problem of fate getting glimpses of the future and trying to change the course of what we've seen. I don't know, and just the way that we're just kind of locked into certain things. I mean, hell, I've had glimpses of the future. You know, you can call it deja vu, you can call it whatever, but I've had dreams many years before the exact situation would play out. Conversation, setting, people, all of it in detail, even years before I would even meet some of the players that were even in the said dream. You could argue like, oh, the mundaneness of life, and you have like a repetitive nature or anything like that. Some things your brain could kind of construct itself, but like, I played Dead Space before Dead Space ever came out with a guy that I had never met, which eventually was my roommate. And there was that game. There's some things that are just a little too specific, and that was like 2-3 years before I even met any of those people. You know, I've had a lot of situations like that. But the thing is, you know, in that instance, at least one reason I remember specifically having that dream about the game was because I woke up that morning being like, damn, that was actually a really cool game. And I actually woke up a little disappointed that it didn't exist. But give it a couple years later, and it did. And I was there, same couch, same game, same setup, same everything, with this person I am now friends with that I didn't know at the time playing this game. Fucking wild. How do you explain that? I don't know, man. And I know I talk about it all the time, but again, I think if you like this show, I think you'd really love X-Files. I think I've touched on everything, so I'm going to go ahead and pass it off to you guys. So sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. Remember, if you want to see the full-length reaction, as always, you can check it out over on Patreon, or if you're a member of the channel, get you access as well. And speaking of before you go, I want to shout out our channel legends. Man, to share it, your course, Scott, Melito, Robert Anguiano, Jeffrey L, Jake Cottrell, Eric Official, Casey Wood, Russell Crockett, and Sam Oyer. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.